Hey guys, so I am beyond stoked to be doing this video for you guys. Like, when I say like I'm excited, I am so excited. Like, I'm so excited to be even like having these products here. Like, even if I wasn't doing a video, like this just excites the heck out of me. But for those few that were hoping I was gonna be doing a review on this particular product, I am doing a review on the Fenty beauty line, the biggest beauty launch of the year. I know everyone's been talking about it. I know there's already a million videos up on YouTube. I got these items Friday, so like literally a week after it launched, because I didn't get paid till a week after it launched. So I'm only a week late, and honestly this is probably the fastest I've ever gotten my hands on a new product. So like I'm just like happy that myself. And I meant to do this review like right when I got it, but then like I had to work, and you know, I was just so busy having my time wasted this weekend. But I got it here. All of this, like the foundation, like, which is the GOAT, like this is the GOAT of the year right here. We are about to get into some Fenty beauty. So I'm not gonna do like a full face, just because like I've already worked today. So I actually just like washed my face and like taken off the makeup that I had earlier, minus the eyes. This is new eyeshadow, by the way, that new palette that I got from Juvia's Place. I'm gonna do a review on this in a separate video, but I love it. So yeah, so I've already got that on. I'm not gonna do my brows because I'm not going anywhere. I'm just gonna talk about like the products, and you know, what I liked and what I didn't like, and yeah, so we're just gonna get in. So I didn't get absolutely everything in the line. One, because a lot of the stuff, well, not a lot of it, but there were things that were already sold out, of course. And like with my foundation, I literally got the very last one, and I had checked to see what my color was online first, and with my shade match for my NARS foundation, there wasn't an exact match in it, so I went by my Kat Von D foundation, and they actually told me that my color match was 400. But then when I did the color match for the NARS foundation but went a shade lighter, that told me shade 420. So I knew I was between the shade 400 and 420 somewhere. And so I like called my Sephora here, and they told me, you know, pretty much that they were out of like everything from 420 down. So I'm like, okay, that's good, because I'll probably just get like a 400 or 410 and see how those go. So I get there and they don't have it, and I'm like, oh my god, like the woman lied. And then of course, and they weren't even sold out of like everything in the dark shades. They had the 2 darkest shades available, but of course your girl ain't that dark. So yeah, and so then I was just like really disappointed, but I was just gonna get like everything else that I planned on getting that they had. And then I'm like, no, like I have to get the foundation, because that is like the biggest part of her launch. Like, y'all, she released 40 shades. I know you've heard it already, but your girl Rihanna did it. But yeah, so I called like all the other Sephoras, and like I get one girl on the line, and she's like, the only one we have left is the 410. And I'm like, hold the 410. I am on the way. I didn't even swatch it when I got there. I was just like, it's gonna work for me. It's gonna work, and it works. Like, I actually really like it, and you guys will see. But yeah, it was definitely a hassle getting my hands on these products, so I'm so excited that I did get like the main things that I really wanted to try out. So the first thing, as far as like doing our makeup and you know what I got for this line, is the primer. I've already taken it out of the box, but this is what the packaging looks like. I know it's just beautiful. It says Fenty Beauty on it, and it's kind of looks like spray paint, like it's like faded here. And this is the box for the, let's see what her exact name for it is. This is the Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer. And it is soft matte. And same with the foundation. The foundation is a soft matte foundation, but we'll get into that later. And for this bottle, you get 1.08 fluid ounces, and on average that's actually a little bit more than what you usually get in a primer bottle. So your girl Rihanna hooked us up with the primer, and this retails for, let me get my recipe. Can't read upside down. Okay, so the primer retails for $32, which is also a really good price for the amount that you are getting and the quality that you're getting. Like when I say this stuff is half of the goat, like that and foundation goat. Okay, so I'm just gonna put this on so you guys can see how it looks. And this is the bottle here. So, and this is glass, and it's frosted glass, so it just looks like so fancy and expensive. And it says Fenty Beauty in like gray writing here. It's like a blush pink bottle, and you can actually tell through the bottle, but the primer is actually like a pinkish color, but it doesn't, leave that on your face, which is really nice. So yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and put this on, and I'm gonna do about 4 pumps. I think that's about how much I've been using. So this will be my third or fourth time trying this on my face, but y'all, I love it. And I'm just going to like pat it on. So as you can see, like, I don't know if you guys can tell that there's like a little bit of color to it, but it's gonna go on like totally clear. And like it said, it is a soft matte primer. And when I say this, like this thing, so like it feels like, it smells like a lotion or like something like just really refreshing and clean. And it feels like a lotion as well, like a moisturizer or something. And I have oily skin, so when I first put it on, I was like really scared. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna have my pores like freaking out. I'm gonna be like super oily. This stuff is gonna just break apart on my face. But once it goes on and like once it dries matte, and it like really blurs your pores, but it feels good at the same time. Like there aren't many matte primers that feel good going on. They just feel like stiff and like drying, which is like, of course, for your pores, so that they don't have like your makeup melting on your face. So I was really happy like that now I have a primer that feels good and like moisturizing, but still does exactly what I need it to do, because y'all know my face is a grease ball. So yeah, so this is gonna dry down, and you'll see, if you can't already tell, but like it's gonna just like really blur my pores. Like already you can tell like it's doing its job, and it smells so good. I like the smell. Sorry if I sound stuffy. Like I am stuffy, but I have no clue why. Like I haven't been sick or anything. I'm just like randomly got stuffy all of a sudden. But yeah, so you can tell it's dry, and it doesn't leave a white cast, thank goodness, because y'all know like those other primers that I've been using, you've got like a white foggy, like just it looks weird on your face, and I don't get that from this one, which I'm super happy about. Like honestly, this is gonna be my new go-to primer for sure. Alright, so let's get into the foundation. So the foundation, the bottle pretty much looks the same as the primer, except you get a white top on the foundation and the blush, and the bottle, instead of like the pinkish looking frosted glass, is just a clear frosted glass here with Fenty Beauty in white writing. And in this bottle you get, let's see, 1.08 fluid ounces, which is also a little bit more than your average bottle of foundation. And just so that you guys can like kind of compare, I'll show you my other foundation bottles. So the Rihanna foundation retails for $34, and y'all, let me tell you, when I saw that price, I thought I was going crazy. Like I really thought I was losing my eyesight with my glasses, because $34 for a non-drugstore brand foundation is A1. I'm telling you right now, because my NARS foundation this baby here is like $45. And in this bottle you get, how many? I'm only getting 1 fluid ounce in this. In this, you're getting a whole 0.08 extra for like $10 less. Come on now. NARS, that's high-end makeup. Rihanna, she hasn't really like labeled herself. Obviously, she's not drugstore because she's like exclusive for Sephora, and we all know Sephora doesn't do drugstore makeup. But she sold her foundation for more product, less money. Come on. And then with MAC foundation, so this is the MAC Mineralized foundation, and in this one you also get 1 fluid ounce. And this one is about the same price. Actually, I think it's a little bit more than the NARS foundation. And my third high-end makeup that I have is my new Kat Von D Lock-It foundation, and this one is also exactly 1 fluid ounce. And this one was, I believe, $42, I think. And I'll have all of these listed below just so you can have like a comparison. But all 3 of those other foundations I showed you only have exactly 1 fluid ounce in them, and you get more products in the Rihanna one for less. I promise you, the Rihanna foundation is less than all 3 of those. And then looking at drugstore, so this one is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and in this one you get 1 fluid ounce as well, and this one retails for, I believe it was $20, maybe less. So as you can tell, Rihanna is obviously more than drugstore, but she's definitely making it affordable for everybody that wants to have that good quality, like that best quality makeup. Because obviously there are drugstore brands that are good quality, but let's be honest, Sephora does that, you know, hi, how's the weather down there kind of makeup, right? So that's, you know, it's okay. Your pockets won't be crying that much. Alright, so getting into trying the stuff on your face, y'all, I can't get over like how this primer works. Like, it's just beautiful. Alright, but wait till y'all see this foundation. Okay, and so I've been using my brush, my makeup brush, to apply the foundation, but what I'm going to do for you guys is just show you how it applies with the brush on one side, and then I'll do a sponge on the other side. I haven't actually used this with a sponge yet, but we'll see how it goes today. And you know what? I just pumped this makeup on my hand, but I'm supposed to shake it first, and I totally forgot. Good thing it only $34. So I have now shaken up the bottle, and I'm going to do about 3 pumps. Nah, I did like 2 on my hand, and I'm going to take one of my brushes that I use for foundation and apply it to half of my face. And as you can tell, like, it's really liquidy, so like it really moves, but when it goes on your face, it feels like not as wet. Like, it has a little bit more thickness to it, and like, y'all, this foundation sets itself. Like, once it goes on, it dries really fast, and when you touch it, like when it dries matte, but it feels like you've already put powder over the foundation. Like, it's incredible. What it reminds me of, like, you ever made that it's like a kind of like slime in science, like in middle school, but you make it with powder, and so like when it moves like water, but at the same time it feels really dry in your hand from the powder. Like, you can still like feel the powder in the slime. That's kind of like what this foundation reminds me of. It's just like some crazy science stuff or something, I don't know, but it's incredible. Like, I don't even really have to put powder on my face after I apply it. So, and we'll see how it does. And this is a medium to full coverage foundation, so if you're someone who doesn't like a lot of, like, you know, coverage, you know, just kind of light face, this is a good one that can work for you. But if you do like a full coverage, it's definitely buildable. I am someone who definitely prefers a full coverage foundation, and I only have to put on like 2 layers of foundation before I get that coverage that I want, and I didn't even correct any, like you can't even see my dark spots over here underneath, and like obviously like I was going back over just because I still had some left on my hand, so I just went back over some spots. So now I'm going to do like 2 more pumps, and we're gonna take my sponge. This is my Real Technique sponge, and I'm just gonna go over the other side. And she did come out with a beauty sponge in her line. I'm hearing a lot that it is very similar or better than the Beauty Blender, but I didn't get it just because I hardly use my sponge for applying my foundation anyway, and I mainly use my sponge for like powdering my face, and I can do that with just about anything. So as you can see, if you use a sponge, just like with any foundation, you know, it's going to give you a lighter coverage because, you know, it's soaking up product. So if you are someone who wants like an easy way to sheer out the foundation, using a sponge is definitely a great way to go. But as you can tell, like, this is doing a great job with not even sucking up as much product as a lot of foundations do. Like, I know when I use my NARS foundation with a sponge, it just totally soaks up everything. It's almost impossible to do, really. But I'm actually surprised at how much coverage I'm keeping with this sponge. And people are gonna tell you, or like on some of the other reviews, people are like, oh my god, it oxidizes so much, like look how dark it got. But y'all, oxidizing means like if it dries and like later in the day like it gets like a really gray nasty cast or like an orange cast. This foundation doesn't do that. This foundation is like paint. You know when you first put on a layer of wet paint and obviously it's lighter, and then once it dries down to its true color. That's what this foundation does. Like, it dries down to its true color. So like obviously you can tell when I first put it on, it's lighter than what it dries down to, but that's all it's doing is just dry down to its true color. But as you guys can tell, like this is like a really good match for my skin. I was really happy because, like I said, I didn't test it out or anything. I was just so excited that they had a shade left that was close to my complexion. So I was like, I don't care if it doesn't work, I can take it back. I just want it today. So alright, so there we go with both sides covered. I actually really like how this side looks. I might give this more of a try more often, but like as you can see, like y'all, the flawlessness of this application, like how it looks, is just incredible. Like it totally takes away some of the texture on my face. It looks so natural. Like I've never seen anything like it. Like it's really incredible. When I first tried it, I was just really amazed because I watched videos, but like when you really try it yourself, it's just like incredible. Like, can you see this? It just looks, I'm really impressed. Brianna, girl. Okay, so next thing, I got the, so she calls these the Match Stix Trio. This is the box it comes in, and it has like the shades here. But basically, she came out with these match skin sticks. Let me get the ones that it came with. So it's these here, and they come in a box like this, and it has the shades here at the bottom. And so I got the one in, I think this is the deep box. Yeah, so it's deep 400. And basically she has sets, so like for your skin type. So there's like a light, a medium, a dark, and then a deep. So I went with deep, and she does sell these separate, like the contour shade and highlight shade. You can't buy them separately. They retail for about $25 a piece, but the set is $54. So if you do the math, you're saving $20 by buying all 3. The only thing I didn't like about getting the 3 is, you know, you don't get to pick the highlighter that you get, so I did pick up an extra highlighter, the one that I really wanted, but I actually liked cinnamon a lot better than I thought I would. And if you can't tell already, they are magnetic. Like, how cool is that? Like, I know everyone's like raving about it, but I mean, it's just the best thing. And like when I put these in my purse, like I don't have to worry about them running around. I could just like pick it up like this, you know, be like, oh, I know. Anyway, so I am going to highlight just to show you guys how it works. So it does look like this. I've used it a little bit, but not enough to like, you know, for you guys not to see how much product you get. So this is about how much product you get in it. To be exact, it is 7.10 grams. And you know, a lot of people are saying, oh my god, this is all the product that you get, but y'all, like, look how thick this stick is though. So it's actually a lot of product. This is, I'm pretty sure, I'll have to look it up and have it in the description box, but more product than what you got in the KKW Stix. So again, Rihanna did you right, okay? So yeah. One thing I noticed, they aren't as creamy as I thought they would be. And when I first use them, they do kind of like pull at the skin. But one trick that I've learned that just helps it go on smoother is like applying it by the edge and not just like straight on here. So like I'll use the side. This side goes on much smoother than head on. So as you can see, it's definitely darker than what I'm used to as far as highlighting, but it is like just a really good shade for concealing. What I've been doing for the past couple days is actually going back on top with my NARS concealer just to brighten it up a little bit, because y'all know I like a bright highlight. But for the purpose of this video, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to, because I'm almost out, but I'm just going to go under here. But yeah, like I said, like if you use the edge, you get a much more creamier feel, but it's not like creamy. It's just more smooth, but definitely not as creamy as I thought it was gonna be. But I am really happy that I got these just because I needed a new contour stick, because I prefer contouring with cream because I find it easier to blend. But yeah, and I needed a new one. So, I'm just going to go in and blend. Now, as far as blendability, these things are amazing. Like, they just blend right out. Like, it takes absolutely no time. I'm kind of having a hard time seeing though in the mirror just because I've got this light right in my face, but like already it's just like blended and you can't even see it. If you can't see it, I'm sorry, because I can't see. I mean, like, y'all get what I'm saying. But yeah, so I'm just gonna blend this in really quick and we'll get into the contour stick. Alright, so I've blended in the highlighter under my eye, and y'all, I know it sounds like I'm just basically just saying I love everything, but there is one thing that I'm just like, yeah, I think I really am gonna take it back. But I don't know yet, but I'll get into it. So yeah, so blended in, works good with the, oh, and just so you know, the shade of that highlight is Suede. That's that shade. And for the contour, I use the shade Espresso. This is the deepest contour shade, and basically it's the same situation as the highlight shade. You get the same amount of product, as you can see. And the texture is pretty much the exact same. So what I've been doing is, as you can tell, rolling on the side and not the flat, like not like head on. So I'm just gonna do my cheeks for purposes of the video so you guys can just see how it looks and blends out. So if you aren't new to my channel, you're probably thinking, oh my god, Genelle, you didn't set under your eyes. What did I tell you? This makeup sets itself, even the highlight. But what I am going to do, and this is the thing that, so what I am going to do, I am going to just dab just a little bit of powder under my eyes. Just because habit, and the translucent powder just adds to the brightness without me having to add concealer over it. Just brightens it up just a little bit, just enough. So yeah, see? But it does set itself, so you don't need it. And the line didn't come out with a setting powder, but what we do have is the blotting powder. And this is, this is the invisimatte blotting powder, the universal. So it comes in packaging like this, and it's really cool. I like how it looks. And there is like a brush that it's like a little mini brush that came out, and it just kind of like sits in this pocket here, but I didn't get it because I felt like I didn't need it. It was just more money. And so it comes with like this little blotting pad. It says Fenty Beauty, and as you can see, this is straight up white powder in this, and it doesn't go on white. Like, it's white powder, but like it totally blends in. And basically, obviously, it does what it says. It blots like for throughout the day, oil, all that kind of stuff. But y'all, wearing this foundation throughout the day, I did not even need to blot white. Nothing. Which is another reason why I'm probably going to take it back, just because, one, I didn't really blot before, even when I needed to, and then two, I definitely don't need it with this foundation, because it just locks in. Like, I didn't need it. But if you want like an extra matte look, this stuff definitely does the trick. And so I'm just gonna go over and show you. So I'm just gonna wipe a little powder on there. You can kind of see, and there, obviously I've used it, but and I'm just going to put it on my forehead and my nose. And you can just kind of see like how there's just like now absolutely no shine or glow like whatsoever. Like, if you want matte, there you go. Like, look at that. Gone. So yeah, that's that. So not really one of those things where I would say necessity, unless you have like 1,000 and 1,000 like type oily skin. You probably won't even need this. If you're just someone that just wants to have everything in the line, go for it. Like I said, I might take it. I'm probably gonna take it back. As far as the price, this was $32. So this is probably the one thing where I'm definitely like, yeah, I didn't need to spend $32 on this. So yeah. Okay, so let's get into the highlighting. Like I said, in the Match Stix Trio, the Deep Kit comes with the shade Cinnamon Beauty Highlighter, and these are shimmer highlights. So this is what Cinnamon looks like. Same amount of product. Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Ooh. And this is like a goldish neutral tone on dark skin. I'll go ahead and swatch it here for you guys. Oh, but y'all, it's so pretty. Like, look at that. It's so nice. But wait till you see how this goes on the skin. And the other highlighter that I got is in the shade Confetti, and it looks like that. And so it just looks like this, and I know y'all are thinking like this is like really light and white. It's probably gonna look ashy, But y'all, it's so pretty. It is just so pretty. Like, just look at this. It is like holographic. Wait till y'all see this swatch because I die. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my god. I just can't even. Ah! Y'all, you can't tell me that's not gorgeous. Like, you cannot tell me. So I'm gonna show you guys what each of them looks like on the cheeks. I'm gonna start with cinnamon, and I kind of been doing the same thing with the edge, rolling it on the edge just to help it go on smoother. But this one actually does do good when it does better anyway, but as you can see, like, it kind of pulls a little bit. So what I've been doing is I've been putting some on, rolling some on, and then I just kind of blend it and spread it with my finger just to kind of help blend it in. But this step, you know, to each his own. I just feel like it just kind of helps blend it. You can use a sponge, but I just kind of feel like it kind of, if you have makeup on it, it might take it away. But that's definitely a good thing if you end up putting too much on. So that's what cinnamon looks like. So it's just really subtle on my skin tone, but I feel like, honestly, and what Rihanna, you can definitely tell that she definitely wanted to make this line one of the most universal lines where just about every product can work for every skin tone. So I really do like that. There isn't a whole lot in the line where it won't work for darker tones or it won't work for lighter tones. Everything is very together. Alright, so, and this will be my first time applying confetti on my face, y'all, so I'm seeing this too for the first time. I've only, like, swatched it and, like, showed it off, but we about to see. Oh my gosh. Y'all, oh my gosh. This in, but oh my gosh, ooh, y'all can't tell me that's not pretty. Y'all cannot. This is definitely like a festival type highlighter though, like, oh my gosh, like, that is just, y'all, stop. Okay, I'm gonna just leave it like that too, but y'all see. Okay, so y'all are probably thinking, where is Trophy Wife? Like, the it highlighter of this whole launch that everyone's been talking about. So the first Sephora that I went to get my foundation, they had it, and I was about to get it until I was like, I need this foundation. So I was just like, I'll just get everything else when I go to the other Sephora for my foundation. I get to that one, and they were all sold out of Trophy Wife. And by then, I had already spent all this on all these other products, and I was just like, I just can't do it. But I have a wonderful coworker, and if she is watching, hey Priscilla, she hooked your girl up, and she bought me and her the Trophy Wife highlighter online. So I'll probably have it maybe tomorrow. So I'm so excited, but I don't have it here with me to share with you guys right now, unfortunately, but I'm so excited to get it because it looks amazing, just like everything else. But besides that, that is everything that I got, and it is definitely worth the money. If not anything else, I definitely suggest the foundation, because one, that's like the main thing. If you don't wear like everything else on your face, I mean, pretty much every girl wears foundation if you do wear makeup, so it is definitely A1. Like, I give it 4 thumbs up, gold stars, everything. You got it. If you're someone that doesn't like to really highlight and contour, you could just go with like the shimmer highlight sticks because they're great. You get a lot of pigment, like payoff. But she did come out with like powder highlighters that come in like compacts. They're called the kilowatts, and those also look amazing. I was gonna buy one, then I decided not to because I'd already gotten 2 highlighter sticks, and I was just like, it can wait. But yes, so that is everything. Like, I'm still amazed at this foundation because it just looks bomb. It looks so bomb. Like, I am so happy I got this. Like, you have no idea. I still can't believe it, honestly. Like, this is probably the most that I have from one single brand. Like, because Rihanna did that. She did that, y'all. Like, alright, I'm done. But yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys like it. Keep your eyes open for a review on this eyeshadow, that eyeshadow palette that I got, that I told you guys about. That will be going up soon, probably, hopefully, maybe. It'll be up eventually. So keep your eyes open, and if you definitely want to make sure that you catch it, click subscribe, because that's what that button is for more nouvelleGENELLE. Okay, but yeah, so that's it for this video. I know I've said that already like 1,000 times. Please like, share, and again, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.